Hello, I'm Cesar from Masters College, and in today's video, we're going to discuss an interesting algebra exercise. Let's start by reading the question. If a and b are non-negative integers, what is the value of b? Statement number 1, 2 to the power of a is equal to 7 to the power of b. Statement number 2, the absolute value of b is equal to minus b. Let's start by understanding an expression that we can find on the main statement, non-negative integers. If we are discussing integers and their signs, there are three categories: negative integers, positive integers, and then the zero, which is neutral. When I say non-negative integers, we are referring to positive integers and the zero. On statement number 1, we have an equation that has the variables on the exponents. Most of the times, when you want to solve an equation such as that one, you need to set the two bases equal, so the two exponents are equal. But in this case, it is impossible to arrive to that point. So because the bases are different, there is only one possibility: a equal to 0 and b equal to 0. So that the result on the left side is 1 and the result on the right side is 1. Statement number 1 is telling me then that a is equal to b and b is equal to 0. Because the question is asking for the value of b, b is equal to 0. We have a concrete answer for the question. Statement number 1, we can say then it is sufficient. Now let's analyze statement number 2. It says that the absolute value of b is equal to minus b. But first, we need to remember some theory about the absolute value. The absolute value of a positive number such as 3 is equal to 3. The absolute value of a negative number such as minus 3 is equal to positive 3. But how do we get from minus 3 to positive 3? The absolute value multiplies anything that is negative on its interior by minus 1, so that it converts the negative into positive without altering its numerical size. How do we apply that idea to variables? Let's analyze the absolute value of b in here. The absolute value of b, we have two possibilities. Either what is on the interior is greater than or equal to 0, or it is less than or equal to 0. When it is positive or 0, the absolute value wouldn't have any effect on that. So the absolute value of b is equal to b. But when what is on the interior is less than or equal to 0, it needs to convert that into positive. Well, if it is negative, of course. So the absolute value of b will be represented as b multiplied by minus 1. In other words, minus b. Using that idea, I can recognize that this is what we see on statement number 2, right? Absolute value of b is equal to minus b. So what does this mean? That b is less than or equal to 0. I can then rephrase my second statement as b is less than or equal to 0. But then we need to take into account that b is a non-negative integer. What does this mean? That it cannot be negative. So there is only one option left for the value of b. b is equal to 0. Then we have a unique answer for our question. So now we can say with confidence that the answer for our exercise is D. Each statement alone is sufficient. Thank you.